Why, if it isn't my favorite footstool. Being as pathetic as usual, are you? No. I've learned from my past ways that I should treat such a useful tool well. That way, you won't go doing something you'll regret. I wouldn't want to have to do something. I'm already a busy man. Being at the top of the world and being the future #1 hero, it has its benefits. But certainly, its downside. Having to waste so much time on people who aren't even good as footstools. Woe is me. But look at you, making leaps and bounds in the industry. You're practically going to pioneer the field. But that got me to thinking. Have I truly been a noble and esteemed gentleman to you? It's something of my family, something that I've learned being better than everyone else. It's also my responsibility to show the light to those less fortunate. So it's time I bless you with something, a reward for all your efforts, your suffrage for me. So, now we must decide. What is it you want from your benefactor? It can be anything. You... What? You... Don't think I'm being honest with you. And what is that supposed to mean? I don't know what you're talking about. You're just a commoner. Why would you? Is that truly your request? Then I suppose I have no choice now, do I? A noble, the height and pinnacle of society, does not go back on their word. I said I'd offer you a favor. So I will be honest with you. I'll tell you exactly what it is. But that's not exactly how easy it is now, is it? Life is tough and... Who am I trying to kid? I suppose you've earned this much. Though I sincerely hope you appreciate it. Someone as glorious as me, sharing a bit of themselves with you. To think I would be seen through by a commoner. I have a difficulty in my life. Something that most do not understand. My father's whereabouts and who he was are something that baffles me to this day. I'm constantly in search of how great a man my father was, or is. Sometimes I wonder. I stay up at night, just thinking to myself what he's capable of, what he's done for the world. And why? Why did he leave me and my mother? She has a strange way of recounting things. And honestly, I don't know what to make of her description. Because it's as hazy to me, imagining, as it is to her in memory. A relationship that seemed to have vanished out of thin air. Like a thief stealing memories. I have a theory, but nothing concrete. Something I don't care to share until I have more substantial evidence. But more importantly than that, I need to get to the bottom of it. I need to understand where my father is and what happened those many years ago. Do you have a similar family situation, plebeian? If you do, I sympathize with you. You're clearly a commoner, so you most likely conduct yourself in different ways than my own. But that doesn't change the fact that, for all of what I'm saying, I'm nervous about one thing. What if my father is no longer with us in this world? That I went my entire life looking forward to the day that I would get to meet him, only to realize that day would never come. So many emotions run rampant in my heart. So many thoughts, doubts, and fears. Even I get overwhelmed. Someone who is destined to be the top hero, the very pinnacle of humanity. Yet, I can't deny how human, how quirkless I felt in that moment. Where everything, whenever I think about it, all those things I wished for all these years, I don't know if I want to find out what kind of man my father is. Because I know what would happen if he was truly someone bad, or if he was dead, or worse. What if he was someone who had the indecency of leaving me and my mother out of fear? I would never consider a coward like him my father. So understand, I have many apprehensions, but that has been my passion. And now that I'm so close to finding him, I don't know if I want to know the answer. Tell me, commoner, does any of this make sense? Am I worrying over nothing? It is true. There may be quite a lot of differences between us, but that doesn't mean... But because you are so exceptional, I clearly have to make the exception of perhaps considering you more than merely a commoner or some kind of servant. There's a lot that I have on my mind. I wouldn't expect you to... I don't think I could explain it, even if I wanted to. There's so much to it that I think, for now, I'll have to understand my limitations and chase after what I know I can achieve. But the question remains. It's no longer a command. Would you help me with something? Why, I never thought I could count on a commoner. But you've quickly proved me wrong. It's humbling, to say the least. But also, perhaps maybe I was a tad bit too cocky. That doesn't mean that I'm wrong, per se. It just means that I'm graciously making an exception for you. And besides, I owe you something out of dignity, of what I should have done at the beginning. So just accept it gracefully. This pat on your head, it's symbolism of me accepting you as an exceptional commoner, and someone who did me a favor. So, perhaps I do owe you one. Pardon me. This is urgent. Yes, Mother. What did you find? Yes. What? You're serious, Mother. So soon? I'm flabbergasted. Speechless, even. Yes. I love you, too. Goodbye. Oh, yes. Commoner. I see you're still here, so... maybe... you should go fetch me some tea or something. I think I need a moment. Woe is the life of the most prestigious hero ever to live. How then shall I explain this to anyone if a mere commoner has gotten me to face things like this? Why, it wasn't truly them, right? I was the one who did it. Perhaps Father would be proud. I just want to meet him. I want to understand more. To figure out what it is that drove our family apart. Well, commoner, you asked me for the truth. And know that I am utterly and completely... it's my defeat today, not to you, but to myself. There was something in that call I didn't want to hear, yet at the same time I did. Do you know this conflicted feeling? Sometimes I wonder if anyone understands my plight. It is anything but easy to deal with how life can treat us sometimes. But still I must go on, for pride, because I am the best, and because I want to believe not only in myself, but in others too. I wasn't always as confident in myself as I am today. In fact, I still struggle with certain things. And I wouldn't be telling you, to be honest, if not for thinking you are a worthy commoner. And I must say, you've proven yourself to be exceptional, both as a listener and as a footstool too. Don't worry. Especially if you, well, I'll discuss matters that you like later. For now, it's incredibly important to me that I request this of you. Would you Hey, Monoma. You've got some explaining to do. Don't tell me you're just taking people hostage now. You'd disgrace UA that way. Come on. You know we're better than that. No, it's nothing of the sort. I merely took care of this classmate's needs. Look, I'm not gonna ask you. Because honestly, I don't care all that much. I just care that you're not disgracing what it means to be a hero. No, I wouldn't dream of it. If I'm going to be the best, I need to conduct myself for it. Yeah, I suppose so. But you haven't been doing a very good job of it lately, have you? Cynical as always, aren't we, Hitoshi? And who gave you permission to call me by my first name? Why, I don't ask permission from anyone. Except for special exceptions. Then maybe I won't ask before I take control of your mind next time. Anyways, just a word of warning to you. Don't hang around this guy too much. He doesn't know how to cherish people. He acts like he's above them, and he knows he's powerless without them. How dare you say that? I know the limitations of my quirk. Don't rub them in my face, Hitoshi. Yeah, whatever. Cry me a river. At least you're not called a villain. Don't worry about him. He interrupted us so rudely that I almost thought that someone more paramount was coming. Particularly the one I had you steal from. For the world's top hero, you're not very good at keeping your mouth shut, are you? Sensei, I can explain, Oh, no need. I got everything right on this pretty little recording. It was only a joke. I didn't use it for any improper means. Seems like you've got a confidence issue, kid. Well, the sooner you get that under control, the sooner you'll make something of yourself. Instead of thinking you're the best, be the best. Yes, sir. I just... Look, it doesn't matter why you do something necessarily. Only if you do or don't do it. If I was a hero just to spite the world, do you think it would change anything than if I was a hero to save the world? No, if the results are the same, it's never too big of a deal. But... Yes. Yes, sir? There's something that needs to be handled. Both of you are coming to my office now. Yes. Let's go. Not that we have a choice. I heard that. Don't make me make this worse for you. I've already got enough work to do. Don't give me more work. So, why don't we sit down and get nice and comfy? I bet you have a story to tell me, don't you, Monoma? Or should I be looking at your partner in crime? That's the real question. Who's the mastermind behind this? Do I even have to ask? It is me, sir. I just... Save it. There's nothing I want to hear from you. You just need to admit it, say yes or no. Yes. Alright, then. Here we are. So you stole some test documents. Or should I say you aided in stealing some text documents. Luckily, what you stole wasn't what you thought it was. It was all a dummy, in case some hacking types like to be smart. However, that's still stealing from a teacher in the same school as you. You can do better than that, can't you, future hero? Or should I say number one? You're right. Precisely right. I made a mistake. I went too far. Please, if anything, do not blame this student here. It was all my idea, and I... You know I can't just... Please, I'm begging for you, Mr. Aizawa. Please do not punish this other student. I will take full responsibility. I owe them that much. Boy, that's quite noble of you. I think you know I can't just do that. Please, sir. I blackmailed them into it. It's a pretty hefty claim. So, Neito, if you did that, why are you trying so hard for them? Had a change of heart or something? I guess you could say I learned how magnificent they are, and they helped me. They listened to something I couldn't tell anyone else. Alright, enough of that, Romeo. I get it. They're a pretty stand-up person. At least in your eyes, aren't they? I can respect that. What do you have to say in the matter? Interesting. No! Why would you say that, commoner? It was my fault. Do not listen to them. They're trying to protect me. Now, how can we have two people claiming to be the mastermind? This is getting interesting, but you both taking the blame for each other is making my job pretty tedious. I think I've heard enough. So what I'm gonna say is, the punishment is simple. You both clean Class 1A. Spick and span. And then we'll talk about anything else. Do a good enough job and I'll forget this ever happened. Sound good? Yes, sir. Thank you. You shouldn't be thanking me. How could I go and judge two people so willing to sacrifice for the other? You remind me of an old friend. Honestly, I respect your resolve, too. That both of you stood strong in the face of an angry teacher. That says something. And I think it just means you'll be better heroes in the end for it. Now, I won't repeat myself. This is a punishment. So get your asses in gear and go fix that classroom. You can find the buckets in the service closet, and you can take care of the rest. Capiche? Yes, sir. We won't let you down. I sincerely hope not. You'll be getting a big punishment if you do. Just a warning. Now I have quite a bone to pick with you, commoner. You trying to protect me? I can't believe you would do something like that. So I guess I appreciate the intention. Just leave things to me next time. Yes, maybe I would have had just a bit worse of punishment than this, but now you're involved too. It's my fault that you were involved in the first place. So it was my responsibility to see it through to the end. Though I guess I appreciate the sentiment. It helped me. Ever so slightly, You really are strange for a commoner. I am glad that you're strange and such an interesting plebeian. So I'll allow you to help me with cleaning. Just because I'm gracious enough to let it happen. No, it's nothing special. Clearly, I'm just commanding you as my underling. Nothing more. So I need to ask you something. As your benefactor and superior, what is it you see in me? Obviously, I'm the best, but I just say those things because I'm afraid if I stop believing, even just a little, that I'm the best, I'll fade into obscurity. I'll become anything but just an everyday hero who can't save anyone. Though I feel my pride has gotten the best of me. That sometimes I'm blind. But you can see through me. Or at least it feels that way. To think that you, someone who I underestimated, I assumed you just appreciated me. But I took you for granted. And I am so sorry. There's no excuse for that. I don't understand. And yet, there's so much that I want to. I've never felt anything like this before. What would you call it? I see you in a different light to others. No, surely it's not that. There's only one way to find out. Yes, it's the only way. Obviously, since I didn't lose my composure, I'm completely not madly in love with you or anything. I'm not blushing. This is clearly just... I have a fever or something. Sorry to interrupt you, Romeo and Extra. I'm sure I don't need to tell you why I'm here. Frankly, I'm just gonna take your startled expression as acceptance that I saw what happened. Nothing happened, Shinso. Now mind your business before I get angry. Or you'll do what? You're not strong enough to take me on anyways. You can't take me or anyone else. It's a waste of time to try. Then, why are you here? Can't you just leave on your way? No. Can't let you do that. For 2 reasons. 1, I'm bored and I need something to do. I already got the teacher off of me for a while. But that doesn't change anything. I need some real entertainment. 2, that person you've been bossing around. Well, I happen to like them too. And at what point are you insinuating that I, with them? Surely you don't mean... I'm not stupid, Monoma. I get the gist of what's going on here. More than that, though, I don't mind. You don't mind? What's that supposed to mean? I don't know where this is going, but surely you don't mean... You're probably not thinking what I mean. I just had a really crappy day, and I just need to blow off some steam. And you two are just what the doctor ordered. So are you gonna do it? Or am I gonna expose you? It's fine by me either way. I've got plenty of other things I could be doing. Even though I said I was bored. Your choice, though. Wait, Shinso, what is it you mean? How exactly would us becoming closer make any difference to you? That's pretty simple. We just have an interesting relationship is all. Plus, I gotta get you back for what you stole from them. Hey, you. I'm gonna be taking one now. What do you think you're doing? That's not how things should be done, Shinso. You what? Not to brag or anything, but I have so much blackmail on you. If I wanted to get you expelled, I probably could. Even with all the strings you're pulling. And what makes you think that I would care or believe what you're saying? Clearly, you're bluffing. Oh, yeah? Then why don't I talk about how the great Neito Monoma, pride of Class 1B, has daddy issues? Shut your mouth. That's not your concern. I understand if you overheard it. But there is no reason that you could ever have that would make it okay for you to talk about someone's personal life like that. Well, isn't that just delightfully hypocritical of you? Saying that after blackmailing someone? Surely you can't be that hypocritical. I had my reasons. And I've since come to grips with them. Maybe you didn't come to grips quick enough. You think I didn't notice what you were doing? I took time out of my important day to see what you were up to. Because I didn't trust you around that 1A student. Mostly because I happen to like them. You like them? And what's it to you, Monoma? You were just using them as a pawn, and you're getting pissy with me as I'm trying to get them free. And what proof do you have that they wouldn't want to be here? Isn't it proof already? You blackmailed them and got them in trouble. Do I really need to go on? Should I mention the part where you used them as a footstool? Oh, trust me, I've got dirt on you. It was in the moment. I never meant for them to get involved. And besides that, I've since apologized for that. And you expect me to just pretend like you didn't just mishandle someone that I care about? Look, I get that even you have bad days. And I also get it that you're trying to overcompensate or something. But that doesn't change the fact that I can't just let this slide so easy. Then what did you have in mind? Well, I've never been one for sharing. But because we both like the same person, maybe that's the best way to solve this. You can't be serious, can you? Dead. Well, what does the person in question have to say? I mean, if it's mutual and everyone gets along, then it's fine. And what makes you think I would get along with you? Sure, this agreeable commoner is one thing, but you, Shinso, are another. I couldn't. How do I put this nicely? You sound like a coward, making mistakes. I don't have much to say to that. Only that I am no coward. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess the first turn of events, we'll have to just really understand how you feel about everything. You're so quiet. Sometimes it's almost like you're not here. Then again, every time I see you, you capture my vision like nothing else. Hold on a second. I'll handle this. What? No. Say no more. I don't need you to protect me. Why would you say that? You're serious? If that's the case, then I declare right now, we're your mutual boyfriends. What are you doing, making that choice on your own? That's
not your choice to make. And I've never dated anyone before. Why don't you shut up, Romeo? Be glad I'm including you in this. Oh, even idiots could tell you. You're madly in love with the person in front of you. And I'll make an exception. Because you're not a bad person, I guess. And between you and me, I don't mind your looks either. Shinso? What are you talking about? You clearly know what I'm talking about. Now, as for the real culprit here. What do you think you're doing? Stealing yet another kiss. You can't keep getting away with this, Shinso. And what are you gonna do to stop me in the first place? Obviously, I'm going to do something dignified and... Are you trying to one-up me? Now you're starting to get on my nerves. I guess I'm gonna have to show you how it's done. Come here, baby. How dare you? I can't believe you'd stoop so low. But two can play that game. Fine, then. We'll split it even. You take that side. I'll take this one. Deal? Deal. For now. You better not be a disappointment. Speak for yourself. You're the only one who's gonna be a disappointment here. Do you only know how to go for the neck? Such a base fool. Don't mind if I do. Trying to one-up me already? It seems like you're getting nervous. But these thighs are looking mighty tasty on my baby. There's no need to be too embarrassed. You're mine. Don't you mean ours? Get with the program, Monoma. I see things are going to be a little difficult, aren't they? Not a problem. Let's just remove these.
Shall we? For a commoner, you sure do have nice skin.
So with that, I think it's time we get to something a little more interesting. Take off these, and then these, and then there we go. I hope you're not expecting disappointment when I get involved.
Baby, it just doesn't happen that way. You'll give me all your attention, won't you?
I bet you will. And why would you guess that?
Of course, I am the centerpiece of this show. Don't you think?
I think the only centerpiece is the one that hit you in the head. One that makes you think you're better than me. I'm afraid that's no joke. You can try and laugh at it if you like.
Keep talking. I don't see you snacking on any lewd parts.
In fact, I'd say that I've completely beaten you as a mate. After all,
Those who are quick to initiative are the ones to get the best mate. Thank you for the meow.
that wasn't part of the deal. Why, you? You should be grateful.
You're getting to participate and watch me and learn.
You gotta prepare things down here. Otherwise, the next step might be uncomfortable. Damn you, Shinso. Getting in my way. I'll show you that I'll beat you in every way.
My dear, I will take these lips as my own. Pay no mind to him. He may be licking there, but I've got the attitude, looks and personality.
For all your talk, you seem awfully focused on what I'm doing. You need to stop talking. This war is far from over. I think that's good enough. Probably for the most part, at least. Now I guess you get to meet my not-so-little Shinso.
Whoa, that's going way too far. You can't just...
Well, I already did. So deal with it. That's right. Just like that. Relax.
Relax.
Do you like the view from over there, Monoma?
What are you doing? You desecrated my commoner. How dare you, Shinso? I'll show you that they still belong to me.
Well, I guess you got your work cut out for you, don't you?
I will make sure you feel wonderful, my commoner. And judging by your breathless air, I may have my work cut out for me. But you can trust me, because you're mine.
Getting a little full of yourself, aren't you, Monoma? As if you ever weren't.
Why, I'm not full of myself at all. I'm just full of this beauty here in Amering.
And oh, so good with your mouth.
You're mine. Right? I know you wouldn't betray me, commoner. Not for Shinso. Not for anyone.
Oh, yeah? We'll see about that.
Do you like it? From both your top and your bottom? I'm afraid you answered my question. So I have complete control over you.
Don't embarrass them. The last thing we want is the commoner to feel unwelcome. Yes. Will, you seem strange, commoner. Is something the matter? Can't take much more of this. It's gonna all come out. It's the same story for me, I suppose. That I will follow suit. That was surprisingly exhilarating. I feel as though you've opened my eyes to a world of showing love. I want to be a part of it, but only if I have my commoner. Always referring to people below you. Don't you ever get sick of that attitude, Monoma? Not at all. That's so many different repertoires of information. I simply couldn't say no. For now, let's all just rest. Maybe talk about our lives for a bit. Until I have my busy schedule. But I might just make room. So, be worth my time, won't you? Why would someone above you already waste their time trying to be even further ahead? Life can be jarring. I admit it. But that little fit, that battle we had, it was well worth it. And a memorable first time. Do you ever notice how some things bring people closer and others apart? But I sincerely hope that we can continue to be close like we are. All right, I get it. You're part of this relationship too, so you better not disappoint me. Either of you. We are. Those who will seek the future. Those who can open all those doors everyone thought was closed. Oh, babe, I forgot to undo the mind control. Let me do that. What did you mind control them to do? I picked up on it, but didn't want to accidentally do something wrong. It's quite a peculiar quirk to use for someone as glorious as me. I think I'll let you have it, Shinso. And why would I care if you let me or not? You only do that because you're trying to get everything. I can see it, Monoma. For now, let's all just have a great rest of the day cleaning this entire area. And why would I be involved?
Why, that's simple. You played a part in delaying us. And now if you don't help us, we'll get a failing grade in something we don't deserve. I'm just going to warn you both. Next time, we're having a tea party.
I suppose that's fine. It depends on who you're inviting.
Why don't you leave that to me? And you can take care of the rest. So for now, my commoner, and with every breath in my body, I'm happy to be with you.
I'm no slouch either. I'll make you feel loved. And make love.
Don't say something so lewd in front of a commoner. There's simply no reason, Shinso.
You're right.